Welcome to Sopron here in Hungary for the EuroCup Women's semi-final between Sopron and Villeneuve d'Ascq. This takes real consistency for a team to get to this stage of EuroCup Women's competition. 50 teams have taken part in this competition and we are now left with just 4. Welcome to the Novo Matic Arena here in Sopron. These two ready to get underway, both of them high on confidence, both of them high on belief that they can make it through to the final, and who knows, maybe they can lift the trophy in a few weeks' time. Sopron made their way to the semi-final by beating BLMA in that quarter-final. Obviously the quarter-finals, two-leg aggregate score-based encounters. Sopron beat BLMA in the first leg, lost in the second leg, but the aggregate win ended up at 15 points across the two legs. As for Villeneuve d'Ascq, they beat Besiktas in the quarterfinal. They too picked up that vital first leg win, and a bit of a rarity in basketball. They actually drew the second game, but the 19-point first game win was enough to see them advance through to the semi-finals here today. Both these teams absolutely at the top of their games right now. Sopron have only lost 2 games all season in EuroCup Women's, entering these semi-finals in fine form. As for Villeneuve d'Ascq, well, they had a bit of a different journey here. They started their European campaign in EuroLeague Women's this season, but bowed out without a win at the end of the first round. Since they have gone into EuroCup Women's, though, they've only lost 1 of their last 6 games. That one against Estudiantes in the first leg of the round of 16. You would probably just about have Villeneuve d'Ascq as favourites across the 2 legs of this semi-final. Remember, another aggregate score-based semi-final series. But here tonight, it really is nothing between these 2 teams as we look at Coach Gaspar there with his coaching team. Big game for him this evening, no 2 ways about that. Well, he would love to lift that trophy, but standing in his way and his team's way is an impressive Villeneuve d'Ascq side. Last year's EuroLeague Women's runners-up, the real fairy tale team last season. Hit hard early in this season though, but credit to the players, the coaches, the fans. They stayed with the mission, they stayed on point, and they gathered themselves and looked strong in EuroCup Women. And do bear in mind, they've had the coaching change at the end of 2024 in December. Coach Meziant left to take over as head coach of Connecticut Sun in the WNBA, stepping in Coach Bazin. It doesn't seem to have knocked them off their stride. They've looked good in this competition. Offensively, they have looked absolutely formidable at times. The one weakness potentially for Coach Bazin and his team will be on the defensive end of the floor, conceding over 80 points a game. Now for the player introductions for Sopron, as the crowd get behind them, and Sopron, wow, what an iconic name in European basketball. It's only 3 years since they lifted the EuroLeague Women's trophy. They've only missed out on European competition once in the past 25 years. That is a consistent top table performance from Sopron. One of the most consistent teams this year as well, so rightfully they're in the semi-finals. Their strength this season has come from the stingy defense that Coach Gaspar has instilled. It has certainly helped them in some of those games where they sometimes have struggled a little bit offensively, and you do feel as though it may be the defense against the offense here. And these are our officials for tonight's game: Paulina Gajdos, Cizil Gangor, and Branimir Galic from Poland, Turkey and Croatia respectively. The coaches head to the half and shake hands, as do the players as well, as we get ready for what could be a very closely contested EuroCup Women's semi-final first leg here in Hungary. 2 very familiar faces on the European stage. These 2 have actually met 10 times in European competition. Been a close affair between them. Villeneuve Dask lead the head-to-head 6-4, but it's been 7 years since they last went up against each other. Sopron won both the games that season in EuroLeague Women's regular season. But as I say, 7 years ago, so I'm not sure you can particularly take anything from that. Under 5 minutes away from our opening tip-off here. If you want to follow the live stats as we progress through our game here today, do head over to the EuroCup Women's website. Just head on any of your favourite search engines and type in EuroCup Women, and that will take you to where you need to be. While you're on your phones, do give us a follow on social media as well. Any of the major platforms, and it's at EuroCup Women. Or if you want to follow me, my name's Mark Mills. Please do feel free to follow me on the socials. It's at Mark on Comms. Absolutely love to connect you on the socials. Teams now heading into final warm-up. Much as it's a physical warm-up in these kind of games at this stage of the season, semi-final stage of a major competition, it's a psychological and mental warm-up as much as anything else. Team that can lock in earliest and quickest will certainly benefit from that. Teams now will have a kind of sense that they can make it through to the finals, but it is a big ask. I'm sure both coaches have been working hard with their teams to not look past today's game. Don't even look at the second leg yet. Just focus in on this first leg, the first 40 minutes, step by step. To any of these teams, any of these players that have won those big championships, that's what they preach. Talk about being present in the moment, focusing in on the minute that is in front of you. A little over 2 minutes until our opening tip-off. Starting five for Sopron will be Briškovic, Reed, Monroe, Brooks, Burundi. For Villeneuve Dask, it will be Late, Zealous, Elio, Peters, and Amanata Gay. They will be the starting fives. But expect both coaches to lean into their benches as well. Neither coach is super deep on the bench, but there's certainly plenty for them to call upon to bring an added injection of energy and tempo to the game. Getting those final words of wisdom across, and you do feel from Sopron's perspective, particularly here on their home floor, the key is to lock down, deliver a strong defensive performance that gives them the chance to build a foundation here in the first leg, and hopefully for their side a lead to take on the road to the away game in France next Thursday. Starting fives now heading to the floor. You've cleared your schedule so you can stay with us for the full game. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can enough guarantee you a barnstormer of a game between these two. A huge amount on the line here today. Sopron fans in fine voice as they look to try and roar their team on to the finals. As always, the opening 2 or 3 minutes vital for both teams. A slow start can really give you a hill to climb before you've even really got going. And we're underway here in Hungary. EuroCup Women semi-final first leg. Sopron go up against Villeneuve Dask. Brooks hands it back. Frišković looks to drive baseline, ducks through. The defense is a little slow coming across. An early foul call on Carla Late. See Frišković head to the line for two. Yeah, just a half step too slow. 87% free throw shooter, Zala Frišković this season. He's on in fine form. First season in Sopron. Certainly has been a big part of their run in this competition. Settle some nerves for the home team. Elio brings it up over the half. Peters for three, rolls around the rim and away. Rebound pulled down by Burundi. Brooks now. Sopron spreading the floor well. Nice baseline drive. Oh, beautiful little wraparound pass, but it's stolen away. Glides inside, draws the foul. That one whistled on Monroe. The team willing to give up easy points early on. We'll see Peters heading to the line for two. No stranger to this competition. Peters has 6th EuroCup Women's season. A second campaign in the black and red of Villeneuve Dask. Obviously not in succession, but a second campaign. Reed trying to find a way through. Door keeps getting closed on her though. 5-out offense here from Sopron. Frišković pulls up, short corner two is heavy-handed. Peters with the easy rebound. Oh, that's a nice pass down low. Amanata Gay can't quite get the score though. The defense stood strong. Pass inside and an easy score as Jacinta Monroe gets out and runs early. Clearly looking to put a little bit of pressure on that transition defense from Villeneuve Dask. Early three-point lead here for Sopron. Late splits the defense, ducks inside. Right-hander will draw the foul. That's going to be 2 fouls very early in the game for Monroe. That now causes Coach Gaspar some potentially rotation issues. Will he work around that? It's not a team that has an awful lot of height in it. No real surprise that Kovacevic is going to come in. Gets the first of her two, 77% on the season from the free throw line for the young French superstar. Won't get the second in a roll though. Brooks pulls down the rebound. Brooks now at the top. Down into the low block, lovely pass. The feed off the low post, very good. Frišković reads the cut along the baseline from Burundi to perfection. Sopron certainly looking comfortable on their home hardwood here in the early going. Coach Bezat, ponderous on the sidelines for Villeneuve Dask at the moment. Zealous with the long two. Little flat and it rolls away off the ring. Reed now finding a way through. Tough shot, won't get it to roll. That will remain Sopron ball. Seconds on the shot clock for them. Offensive foul is going to be called, I think, on Yelena Brooks. Plenty of early fouls for both teams here. Expected a physical game, though. Usually the physicality does ramp up as you get to the latter stages, more on the line. Zealous. To the corner, little step in for Peters. She comes up short though. Foul's going to be called on Elio. Just trying to break up that transition offense. Clearly Sopron are trying to push the pace. See that as an opportunity. Get down the floor first. 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Sopron lead by 4. Reed splits the defense with the pass, gets it back. Foul, I think, is going to be called on Peters. Coach Bezat not happy. Will be a baseline ball for Sopron. Inside, little running right hand is off target. Vasilevs grabs her own rebound and recycles it back to the top. Burundi goes baseline, whips it through, steps out of bounds though, so it will be Villeneuve Dask ball on the baseline. Zealous now, looking to provide some composure at the point. Late. Finds a lane to attack, attacks it well. Goes strong to the glass. Carla Lake really coming into her own this season, averaging over 17 points and 5 assists in this year's EuroCup Women's. 20 years of age, was in the long list for that French national team for the Olympics. Missed out in a heartbreaking way, really. Foul called as Lake ends up on the floor. Yeah, just a nudge really from Kravacevic. To Gay, gets it to go for 2. Mobile, big, works well, locking out down low. Ties the game up at 6 apiece now. Reed picking a way through, will draw a foul. Second foul on Caroline Elio now. Villeneuve Dask captain. Bezat has an issue to deal with. Will make the change nearly straight away as Paget comes in. First is a little heavy from the Australian Reed. Back at the line for the second. Will get the roll on the second and Sopron squeak out to a 1-point lead. Little over 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Lake now inside to Gay. Gay trying to find a way to get that left arm and that right arm free. Goes with a strong little short right arm hook shot. Second bucket bucket of the game for Amanata Gay. Strong move and a big impact already for Krivasovits. From wing coming in and certainly playing up a position. Zealous for three. Just has not found the rhythm of the game just yet, Shavonte Zealous. Reed just to spin away inside. Oh, look at the footwork, Steph Reed. Sopron's lead back out to three. And after Gay won't get the two to go. Foul was called before the shot. That will send 22-year-old to the free throw line. To the game for the first time, Elise Varga. First is good. 74% this season. Took from two. Leads all scorers with 6 now. Villeneuve Dask back to within 1. Reed now back to Brooks. Brooks little fake, ducks inside, and old school move. It's enough to play the game a million miles an hour. Kicked away by Brooks. 16 on the shot clock, so it'll stay at 16. Baseline ball for Villeneuve Dask. As expected, this game really nothing to separate these teams. Strong move, and it's that quick first step that opens up the lane for Foposi. A big season coming off the bench, and the jumper is good for Brooks. First 3 of the game for her. 35% free throw shooter, Jelena Brooks. Ajay, elbow jumper, rolls in and away. Rebound pulled down by Burundi. Brooks for 3. Oh, back-to-back triples by Brooks. Coach Bezat is not happy. His team now trail by 7. And he's going to call a timeout as Jelena Brooks rolls back the clock. And once again puts in a big leadership performance for Sopron here on their home floor.
We know rules, we say we don't want to let her shoot three. Okay, watch it, let her shoot three. Let's go. Hey, don't are straight, don't are straight. Please. Next one, 0 up. 0 up. After 4 chest. 4 chest. 4 hand. Hey, no, hey, 1 on 1.
Important reaction required now from Villeneuve Dask. Remember, this is the first leg of a 2-legged semi-final based on an aggregate system. So from Villeneuve Dask's point of view, it's not necessarily about winning the game, it's about that margin. If they can win it, wonderful. They certainly can't afford to bring a huge deficit back to their home floor. Paget hands it away too late. Gets around the hedge. Good quick ball movement. 3 ball goes up, 3 ball goes down. Zealous for the 3. Up for 3, no good. Rebound eventually falls into the hands of Paget. Zealous puts another 3 up. One won't roll this time though, and it's stripped away into the hands of Pop. Reed backs it out. Double team closes in on her. Scramble required now from Villeneuve Dask. And the jumper is short from Claudia Pop. Defeated inside, but Brooks scoops it away, and a 4-on-1 break for Sopron as they really do squander that advantage. Reed for 3, that's short. That is wasteful from Sopron. They had the fast break and didn't make it pay. Late for 3, no, it's just a 2, but she's off target anyway. 45 seconds left in this first quarter. As expected, high energy, high tempo, and not much between these two teams. That's going to be called on Paget. Trying to bump the cut, stop that initial pass. Out of the game comes Reed, into the action comes Lopalou. See with the rotations that Coach Gaspar makes why Sopron have got so deep in this competition. There's some real quality in this roster and tons of experience as well. Players that have played at the highest level, both in club basketball as well as national team basketball. Lopalou, part of the Greek Women's Eurobasket 2023 roster, averaged over 7 points and 5 assists a game in that tournament, and she's coming off the bench for Sopron. Monroe comes back into the game now. They picked up 2 early fouls, so we'll need to be careful. Paget picks up a dribble, hands it away to Zealous. For the screen, wants to run the pick and roll, it's defended well, has to go out to the wing instead, and the jumper's a little heavy. Up with the rebound. Final 10 seconds, Sopron looking to take the last shot and potentially extend their lead. Pop now, pulls up, 3 ball on the wing, it's short. And that will be the end of the first quarter here in Hungary. And the home team, Sopron, will be happy with the first 10 minutes of basketball. Villeneuve Dask will probably not right now. Sopron lead this one 21-15. 1 quarter in the books already. Welcome back to Sopron here in Hungary. We're at the end of the first quarter here in the semi-final first leg game for this year's EuroCup Women. Our home team Sopron lead Villeneuve Dask by 6 at the end of the first quarter. Zealous looks to feed the low post, does so. Smart move down low and gets the reward. Clark for 2. Catch and shoot on the wing is good. As Frišković now gets her first triple of the game, and Sopron starting to lean into that perimeter game. Shooting almost 36% this season from downtown. Oh, smart, smooth move, uses her teammates beautifully. Short corner jumper. Off left, Clark with an uncontested rebound. Peters now. Peters looking to go to work, bullying away inside and gets her rewards. Back to a 3-point ball game. Offensive foul will be called, it's the right call. Varga just stepping across. Look at the screen. Yeah, she's still moving even on that replay. Yeah, not stationary at all. Easy call in the end for the officials. Just a little bit of sweat that needs mopping up off the floor. Hands it away to Zealous. Zealous, little hesitation, ducks inside off the glass. Shavonte Zealous. First bucket of the game. And Villeneuve Dask, just like that, are back within a single point. A 6-3 start to this second quarter. Frišković trying to get around the defense. Shot clock running down, had to throw something up. Much better defense from Villeneuve Dask. But the transition just isn't on point. Into the game comes Steph Reed. Brooks also back into the action for Sopron. Gaspar aware that his team haven't had the brightest start to this second quarter. Frišković now brings it back to the top. Almost stolen away. Monroe on the floor, has it ripped away. Good play by Peters for Villeneuve Dask. Chance for the French team to take the lead. Oh, spin move, pull up, 2 is good. Hayley Peters. And that has got training court written all over it, that play. That is thousands of repetitions. She just clicked it into autopilot and nails the 3. Villeneuve Dask take the lead. Coach Gaspar for Sopron has seen enough. Timeout called by the home team.
Whenever you have a chance, attack the baseline, go for the layups. Let's go for it. Let's play top up. Let's play top side. We'll be for Yo, defensively, one-on-one, individually, defensively, what we were talking about. Footwork. That's what we need right now. Yo, Abia going back. Yo, Jimmy, gets off. Hey. And the other thing, whenever you are in ice, you give the one pass, then reverse it. Pass the ball to the other side. Make the defense move. Okay. Let's go with it. Get out of it.
And now the pendulum has swung the other way. Villeneuve d'Ascq with a lightning start to this second quarter. A 10-3 run in the first 2.5 minutes. And this is the danger that Sopron face here. Villeneuve d'Ascq can put the ball in the bucket in a lightning fashion. They are by far and away one of the highest scoring teams in the competition, averaging over 87 points a game. Foul's going to be called, I think, on Paget. Monroe hands it away. Burundi now looking for some options. Patience here by Sopron, but the shot clock is down to 4. Reed inside. Oh, Monroe rejected by Zealous, but a foul's going to be called. No sportsmanship from Javonte Zealous there. She again just a step too late. Knew straight away that she was going to foul Monroe. First foul of the game for Zealous. Monroe at the line, her first trip of the night. It's the second to go. Sopron retake the lead. Zealous looking to find a way to attack the basket. There is no way right now. Ball ends up on the floor. That one's tied up between Reed and Clark. Sorry, Brooks and Clark. And Brooks continuing to commit as Zealous comes out and Carla Lake comes in for Villeneuve d'Ascq. Possession arrow points in favour of Sopron, so it will be a turnover. Brooks now. Trying to find the lob pass in. Had to be millimetre perfect. Peters just getting in the way. Defensively, sometimes that's all you need to do. Just need to be that disrupting force. Elio back into the game on 2 fouls. Poposi glides inside, good quick ball movement. Elio will now attack, tries to find an angle off the glass, but gets her angles wrong. Reed, crossover, comes back out. Both teams raising their defensive game. There's the gap they were looking for. There's the 3 ball that Steph Reed rains down. 6 points now for Steph Reed. 4-point lead for Sopron. Late short corner 2 is good and plays the game in a smooth, free-flowing style, Carla Lake. Burundi will draw the foul, or it is a foul, or is it a travel? Let's see. It's a drive inside. Looks like she's tied up by Lake. Let's see what the officials say. They're not saying it's a jump ball, so possession arrow now in favour of Villeneuve d'Ascq. Sopron fans aren't happy. That's their job, right, in this game on the home leg. They are the sixth player on the floor, really. Peters now, blast to the basket. Little heavy-handed, Clark rips it down, another jump ball. Now the possession arrow points in favor of Sopron. Halfway through this second quarter. Reed now, step back three ball, little off left. That one's going to be spilled out of bounds by Jacinta Monroe. So it'll be a sideline ball for the away team. Oh yeah, up over the half, harassed on every turn by Claudia Papp. Late, skips it to the corner for Posey. Can use that height advantage, fades away though, and the rebound is pulled down by Monroe. Said it in the pre-game, these two teams, although very different in style, seem to be very evenly matched. That's playing out so far. Burundi back to Monroe. Either team getting their mid-range game to go, and maybe the team that gets it in the end will get there. Strong move to the basket, but can't get the score late with some good defense. Brooks for three, in and out. Another offensive rebound for Sopron. Reed, long two flats. Posey brings down the rebound. Scrappy phase of the game right now. Both teams throwing everything at it defensively. Brooks will be called for the foul. Only the second team foul of the quarter for Sopron. Back into the action. Down low. Second bite at the cherry. Gay gets it to go. Good stand defensively by Gay. Zealous now for three. It's a big three. That is a huge time for Javonte Zealous to step in. Villeneuve Dask take a three-point lead. Their biggest of the game. 2.5 minutes just about left in this first half. The first quarter was Sopron's. The second quarter is absolutely Villeneuve Dask's. They've outscored Sopron 17-8 in the last 7.5 minutes. Frischkowitz. A little shallow, a wrestling match between Peters and Brooks. Two warriors that will not back down. Baseline ball for Sopron. Keep your eyes on that battle between Peters and Brooks. Oh, Coach Bezat is going to steal it away from us as he makes the change, as we see Posey come back in. Burundi has to step back out. Jumper, no good, off left. Oh, Zealous juggles the ball before she gains control. Foul will be called on Burundi. First foul of the game for her. Yeah, Burundi looking to jump into that passing lane, but reacted ever so slightly too slowly and gives away the 13th foul of the quarter for Sopron now. Zealous and almost feel like she's trying to get herself sparked into this game, knows that she's going to be a big part of the reason they get to the final if they can. Late for three, shot clock running down, has to just get a shot away, heavily contested. And the little short two is good. Sopron back to within one. Looking to hand it away too late. Late ducks inside, Lane opens up, will draw the foul. Reed saying she's flopping. Didn't look like it for me. Let's have a look. There's body contact there. Flops really when there's no contact. Late heading to the line for two. We'll see a change here for Villeneuve d'Ascq as Alio heads to the bench. First is no good. Let's get the second to go. Timeout has been called. 1 minute and 31 seconds left in this first half. Sopron call a timeout. Coach Gaspar uses his second and final timeout of the first half. Let's head into that huddle.
That's what we are creating chance. That was a beautiful good transition. We can't keep the ball in one side. And once we swing the ball, both players swing it to the other side. Don't hold it. You have the shot, but it's 50-50. It's not really open. We want better chance. Okay, against the eye. Let's go with that down. That down. Okay. That's a good play. Diana. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If shot is not there. Okay. First of all, look for the drive. But we play a handoff, okay? Handoff, if the eyes drive, Diana roll. Okay, in Boston, white. Strong over and be ready for later. Get to Arab.
One minute 31 left in this first half. Villeneuve d'Ascq after a tough opening quarter where they ended up trailing by 6 at the end of the quarter. Come out and put in a very strong defensive performance. Sopron have only scored 10 in this second quarter. Reed now. Kovacevic will hand it to Friškovic. Reed fakes the three, jumps inside. Little step back three, Burundi is blocked, and that will be a shot clock violation, and that's the level of the defense that has impressed in this second half, and you can see a little bit of frustration on the face of Coach Gaspar. Late, trying to find a way through. It's knocked away by Reed. That's picking a pocket for sure. Friškovic to the wing. Now down low. Double team drops in. Smart hand away. Foul will be called on late. That's her second of the game. It's a smart help across by Carla Late, but just didn't quite get the body in the right position. Kovacevic at the line for two. Just 65% from the free throw line prior to today's game. First trip of the night here. First is good. Second rolls away. Sopron still trail by 1. Interesting to see if Villeneuve Dask go for a cheeky little 2-for-1 here. They will go early. The shot is no good. Frišković bullies down the rebound. 5.9-second differential between the shot clock and the first half clock. Burundi has it kicked out of bounds by Paget this time. Backed out as they look to run as much of the clock down as they can. Reed. Ducks away through off the glass for 2. That will give Sopron the lead. Coach Bazat is going to use his second timeout. 5.8 seconds left in the first half. We knew this one was going to be a close game. Everything lent towards that, and it's delivering on a lot of levels. Let's head into this Villeneuve Dask huddle. Let's have a listen to what Coach Bazin says. His team trail by 1 off the back of that weavy, winding Steph Reed drive to the bucket.
Carla tourne autour, et puis flash. Et puis Carla catch the ball, drive. 6 seconds, on va faire. Allez, go, go, go.
5.8 seconds for Villeneuve Dask to work with. It will be a baseline ball, so they'll have to move the ball quickly. Both these teams have had a very impressive first 20 minutes. Ball into the hands of Foposi, I think, and she's going to have to get a shot away down low, and that won't be in time, and that's a misread really by Marie-Paul Foposi. Just needed a second longer, but the clock expires before the shot drops, and that will be the end of the first half here in Hungary. Half-time score, Sopron 34, Villeneuve Dask 33. Second half action coming up very shortly. Welcome back to Hungary, halfway stage of the EuroCup Women semi-final first leg between Sopron and Villeneuve. As what a game we have, as you would expect, two big hitters going toe-to-toe so far. Sopron have a narrow 1-point lead. It's 34 to Sopron, 33 to Villeneuve d'Ascq at the half. Remember, this is a two-leg semi-final, aggregate score in play, so every possession counts. Second half underway here in Hungary. Sopron lead by 1 over Villeneuve d'Ascq at the halfway stage of this EuroCup Women's semi-final first leg. That will remain Villeneuve d'Ascq ball. That's the Sopron hand. Elio to inbound, lob pass to Zealous. Oh, that's a smart play. Caroline Elio with a beautifully weighted pass. And that will earn Zealous a trip to the free throw line as Frišković will be called for the foul. Zealous had 5 in the first half, as well as a couple of rebounds and a couple of assists. It's the first free throw of the night for her to go. Just 55% this season, though, has had her struggles at the free throw line. Goes 2 from 2. Monroe looking to hand it away to Frišković. Elio chasing hard, over screens, under screens, any way she can stay with the play. Stolen away. Zealous now one-on-one, will go strong to the basket and get the score. Another bright start to a quarter for Villeneuve d'Ascq. They started the second quarter brightly. Sopron had to fight their way back in. Reed finds a way through. A rebound fall to Elio. Zealous now. Poor pass, easily intercepted by Monroe. Frišković looking to attack the baseline. Disruption now, offensive foul is going to be called on Monroe, and that is a problem. That's her third foul of the game. Cinta Monroe has had her minutes limited by foul trouble already, and they're about to be limited even more now. Coach Bazin looks on. His team once again builds from that solid defensive base. Peters now brings it up over the half. Feeds the low block, it's on the floor. Brooks throws herself to it to try and scramble, but Sopron will pick it up. Burundi with the loose ball. Reed backs it out, looking for Kravacevic in the low post, but changes her mind. Down low to Brooks now. Brooks attacks the basket. Another easy 2 as Jelena Brooks up to 12 points personal. Sopron back to within 1. Crowd in such raucous, rapturous noise as Peters gets another score for Villeneuve d'Ascq. 7 points for her. Frišković to Reed. Reed finds the lane, draws the contact, smart play, but couldn't quite get the finish. Frišković for 3! Zala Frišković in the slot, drains the triple. We are all tied up, 39 apiece. Zealous. Peter skips it to the weak side. Elio will come up short. Rebound falls kindly into the hands of Carla Late. That's stolen away. Brooks, she's going to go strong up against Zealous, and Zealous with a beautiful defensive stand. This really is a battle of giants here today. Two teams who are, well, two of the best teams in Europe. They've proved it time and time again here in EuroCup Women's this season. They've both claimed big scalps on the way to this semi-final matchup. Catch and shoot on the wing, no good. Rebound falls into the hands of Frišković. Reed. Out to Brooks, into Varga. Kovacevic. Oh, looked like it was going to roll, but the iron spits it away. Already 4 minutes gone here in this third quarter. Late inside. Amanata Gay with another score. First Villeneuve Dask player to double digits. Reed attacks the baseline. Goes strong against Peters, who bats it away. She's going to go again. Whips it through. Varga for three. Off left. Zealous, third rebound of the game. Foul's going to be called on Varga. Her second. Easy call for the officials. Baseline ball for Villeneuve Dask. Mario will come out of the game as Paget comes back in. Nice pass inside, a beautiful baseline out of bounds play, but they're not going to make it count right now. There's a scramble in the paint. Arms everywhere. Zealous has it ripped away. It's on the floor, bodies everywhere. Both teams sacrificing everything they've got right now for the win. This is, in every meaning of the words, a battle here in Hungary this evening. Halfway through this third quarter. A low-scoring third quarter. 8-5 in favour of Villeneuve Dask. Sopron will make the change. Burundi comes out. Into the game comes Avlopoulos. Now kicks it to the wing. Avlopoulos for three. One short. With Varga with the rebound. Back out to Pop now. Oh, lovely crossover, but it's stolen away. Paget, long outlet pass. The quarterback pass to Carla Late for two. Villeneuve Dask's lead back out to four. Varga, Frišković trying to barrel away through. The defense doesn't go anywhere. Both Peterson, Varga and Frišković injured, but Late will get the breakaway too. And Coach Gaspar will call a timeout. As Villeneuve d'Ascq, their lead is back out to 6. Zala Priškovic looks like she's in a bit of pain as she hobbles back to the bench. Timeout has been called by Sopron, their first timeout of the second half. Villeneuve d'Ascq now in the driver's seat in this one, a 7-point swing since the half-time break. The crowd aren't happy. Certainly the physicality is high, but for me it's equal on both sides, both teams throwing their bodies into this game. And you wouldn't expect any less. This is a semi-final for a major European title. The EuroCup Women's trophy is much sought after and one that will go down in the memories of every player that gets to lift it. Burundi. Foul's going to be called off the ball as Brooks is bumped on her way through. I think Foposi is going to be called for that foul. And wrestling match down low as Brooks tries to seal Foposi off on the baseline. Brooks now. And another foul will be called on Foposi. 2 fouls in quick succession. No first fouls of the game though. Number 4 to play in this third quarter. Oh, sweet stroke. Claudia Pop for a little mid-range two. Only averaging 4 a game, but it's a big time to hit a shot for a team. Foul will be called on Brooks. Foposi will head to the line for 2. See the replay. It's the right call. Brooks has got her arms down. There's the foul. She can move her arms up afterwards, but it certainly looked like there was contact on the arm. Foposi at the line for 2. First trip of the night. And the first is nothing but net. Second is good as well. Villeneuve d'Ascq push their lead back out to 6. Burundi down low. Brooks pulling away inside as Foposi now on 2 fouls is struggling to contain Jelena Brooks. Lane opens up, she attacks the glass, does need a second invite. Baseline drive, smooth move. Claudia Pup for another 2. Trying to carry a little bit of the offensive burden right now, the 29-year-old. Blake splits the defense with the handle, kicks it to the wing. Foposi comes up way short. Burundi with the rebound. 3 ball, heavy, high rebound. Burundi with the rebound and the score is Sopron once again. Turn the tables on this game. Coach Bazat is going to call the timeout. His team's 6-point lead is down to 2. The French team want to talk things over.
Alex, j'arrive. C'est ce soir.
Regarde là. Once again, Sopron find a way to bounce back into the game. And you have to say, led by the raucous home crowd. Noise in the arena, deafening at times. Certainly a home court advantage whenever Sopron are playing here. Now whips it to the weak side for Posey for 3. That's short. They is tied up down low and good box out in the end by Kravacevic. Now Brooks has it knocked away. Posey decided to cheat and go out a little early on that rather than playing back to the basket defense. Now pulls inside off the glass, won't get the roll, will get her own rebound. Yelena Brooks once again just steps up in the biggest games. What a performance again from her this evening. 14 points now. Zealous for 3. Oh, that's going to take some decibels out of the crowd as that 3 ball gives Villeneuve to ask their lead back. Burundi. Off right. Foposi's going to be called for the foul as she gets caught up with Brooks in the low block. Left arm swinging out from Foposi that's been called as the foul. Peters will come back into the game, and that is probably a better matchup for Villeneuve d'Ascq with Yelena Brooks. Brooks up to 16 points, that ties her season high. That was in the last game, the second leg of the quarterfinal against BLMA. Down low, smart play by Paget. She just stands her ground against Brooks. That's all you can do, really. Brooks is constantly trying to create that contact. Into the game comes Jacinta Monroe. On 3 fouls, but so is Yelena Brooks. So Coach Gaspar rolling the dice right now here in the final minute of this third quarter. Paget to late. Stolen away by Brooks. Yelena Brooks looking to go coast to coast and will draw the foul from Gay. Yelena Brooks will head to the free throw line, and that is a player that knows what it feels like to win stuff. This is her 17th European campaign. That's how many times, how many seasons she's played at this level. Her 6th for Sopron. You have to go all the way back to 2005 for her first European club competition. 20 years of the highest level of basketball. What a player Jelena Brooks is. Those 2 from 2 from the line. Back to a 1-point ball game, 30 seconds left in the quarter. Tajay hands it off to Late. Okay, now looking to go to work, kicks it out, another 3 goes up, and Foposi continues to struggle in this game. I think Coach Bezat needs to ask her to look away from that shot right now. I don't think mentally she's quite locked into the game. I think that physical battle with Brooks has distracted us somewhat. 9.4 seconds left in the quarter. Sopron now with a chance to regain their lead. Haven't had the lead for the entire quarter. They led at the half though, and they're gonna look like they're gonna lead at the end of this quarter. And right now, there are some big issues within that Villeneuve d'Ascq team. Aminata Gay just threw the ball at the backboard, or the support for the backboard, and even though there was 1.5 seconds left to play, well, with 10 minutes left on the clock in this semi-final first leg, Sopron lead this one 53-52 over Villeneuve d'Ascq. Well, this semi-final series was hyped in the build-up, and it is living up to every last gram of that hype. It really is. It's delivered throughout. Every time Villeneuve d'Ascq try and pull away, Sopron battle their way back into the game. Villeneuve d'Ascq led that quarter pretty much for about 9.5 minutes. And then all of a sudden it's Sopron with intensity and composure that gets them the lead heading into this final quarter. Remember, this is a 2-leg aggregate semi-final, so no winner will be decided, no final place up for grabs here today, but both teams want a bigger lead as possible, and both teams at worst want to avoid heading into the second leg with a big deficit to have to overcome. Fourth quarter underway here in Hungary. EuroCup Women's semi-final first leg. Sopron lead Villeneuve d'Ascq 53-52 with 10 minutes to play. Kicked away by Paget. Brooks now steps through, hands it away. Monroe with the finish. Beautiful interchange between Brooks and Monroe. Brooks really does love a big game. Steps up every time there is one. Zealous. Paget inside, off the glass for 2. Brooks slows it down, taking the team on her shoulders right now. Frišković into Brooks. Brooks goes baseline. Oh, won't get the score. Beautiful footwork. Finish not quite there. How much is left in the tank for Jelena Brooks here this evening, though? She has played over 25 minutes already. Peters now ducks inside, goes to that trusted right hand, but the defense stands firm. As Villeneuve d'Ascq are heading to the free throw line. At the gate, back to the line, 2 from 2 on her first trip, 10.7 rebounds for the 22-year-old big. Going to see a double change here for Sopron as well. First is good. That ties the game up. Can she give them the lead? Yes, she can. And remember, in this aggregate two-leg situation, every point is absolute gold dust. Coaches will push all the way to the final buzzer. Every possession must be maximized. Frišković not going to find Brooks down low. Instead, they're going to go in a different direction. Offensive rebound and a big three. Claudia Pop steps in with another big play. 7 points for her now. What a game she's having. Oh, and it's stolen away. Frišković with quick hands against Zealous. Pass inside and another two. Kravasovic with the finish off the steal, and Sopron now have a 4-point lead. Peters hands it to Zealous. Composure from the veteran American. Now, late. Kicks it out to the win. Another three goes up and is way off target from Villeneuve d'Ascq this time. Frišković cuts away through, has it knocked away. In fact, she drops it out of bounds, so it will be a turnover. Peters now brings it up over the half. Paget guarded by Pop. Paget, step back three on the wing. Oh, that's a big time shot. Marie-Ève Paget hits her big triple, first of the night, first point of the game for her. And a good defensive stand this time by Carla Late. Foul's going to be called on Frišković. A nudge by Frišković sends Carla Late to the floor. Second foul of the quarter for Sopron. No foul so far in this quarter for Villeneuve d'Ascq. Paget now weaving away to find space, down low, knocked away, double team drops in on Gay and it's ripped away. Jump ball will be called. Possession arrow points to Villeneuve d'Ascq. I clearly see Aminata Gay as a threat down in the low block. As soon as she gets it in the post, a double team collapses on her. Clark will now come into the game for Villeneuve d'Ascq as Gay heads to the bench. Late, long two, looks heavy, foul drawn. Carla Late heading to the free throw line. Two from four so far this evening for the 20-year-old. Moves herself up to 13 points personal, leading scorer for Villeneuve d'Ascq this evening. Has 3 rebounds and 5 assists as well. Another big stat line for the superstar. How exciting is it, the potential that Late has? How good can she be? Varga to Pop, hands it away, heavy-handed though from Pavlopoulou. Scramble on the floor, knocked out of bounds. Kravasovic spills it out of bounds. And this has been a physical battle between these two teams. Paget and Varga collide. That's what the crowd aren't happy about. Coach Gaspar is not happy. I think there may be a blood situation, so they're going to be forced into a change. Coach Gaspar has asked for a review of it. So the officials now will go for the coach's review. They'll head to the monitors. Look back through this play. And Coach Gaspar asking the officials to review this one. I don't know if he's asked it for who it went off or whether he's seen an unsportsmanlike foul. I'm presuming it's possession, that he believes it went off a Villeneuve d'Ascq player. Now the officials will try and get as many camera angles as they can. And no real surprise, as they need to. What a big, big game this is. They've got to get as much of it right as they can. Deep in study, looking this one through, and remember, they need to see proof that they were wrong. If they can't see conclusive proof, the call on the court will stand, which is a Villeneuve d'Ascq ball. They're asking for more camera angles by the looks of it. Right now, Villeneuve d'Ascq lead this one 61-60 over Sopron. 6 minutes and 11 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Remember, this is the first leg of 2 legs. Second leg will be back in France in a week's time, next Thursday. So get your diaries out on your phones and book that one out, because it should be a big game. They are not overturning the call. It will be Villeneuve d'Ascq ball on their own baseline. And that is Coach Gaspar's coach's challenge used up. Paget, guarded by Burundi. Paget inside, trying to pick an impossible pass, and it's deflected by Monroe. And it's stolen back, but I think Clark's going to be called for the foul, going over the top of Monroe. Drive inside, whipped around, and an easy 2 off the glass for Monroe. Sopron looks so composed under all of this pressure, under this moment in front of their fans. They are certainly holding their nerve. Late. Back to Paget. Clark working hard, needs to be careful. 3-second violation if she's not careful. She's been in there a long time. Paget for 3. High rebound falls into the hands of Alice Varga. Monroe now against Clark. Looking to clear out. Frišković with the fake. The 3 won't roll for her though. Foposi with the rebound. 5 minutes left in this first leg. Could not be closer. Late. Lane opens up, whips it around, and the foul's going to be called on Burundi. It's a nice find. Clark will have to earn her points the hard way, though. First is good. And the second. Villeneuve d'Ascq go back in the lead, and it really has been a seesaw game between these two. 13 lead changes now in this one. Onto the wing, wide open, and maybe too much space, but it's off Peter's hands, so it'll be Sopron ball on the baseline. Jelena Brooks walks back onto the floor. 4.5 minutes to play. She's got 18 points and 5 steals already. Now she's down in the low block, looking to go one-on-one against Clark. Fades away. Fades away too far, though, this time. Zealous. Looks to feed Peters in the low post. Now she's got the mismatch against Frišković. It's knocked away. Frišković can't save it, though. Sideline ball for Villeneuve d'Ascq. Officials want to have a look at this one. They're going to jump in and review. I don't know if it's to do with a clock situation or not. Looks like they've made a quick decision, though. It is to do with the shot clock. It's being reset only out to 5. They're saying there wasn't a change of possession, so there should be no reset of the shot clock. So Villeneuve d'Ascq will have just 5 seconds now. Elio to inbound, does so. Zealous, short corner 2, and it doesn't get simpler than that. A sidelines out of bounds play of pure simplicity. Villeneuve d'Ascq with a 3-point lead. Monroe to Burundi. Frišković now harassed by Zealous. Zealous trying to stay in front of a double team, drops in. How does that disrupt? Peters will be called for the foul. Third foul of the game for Hailey Peters. And it's just those hands being forward. Yeah, that's what the officials are saying. You're not upright. Your hands are leaning forward. The technical foul has been called. That is why Brooks is at the line. But she won't get the technical free throw to go. Peters called for that technical foul. And that is not what Villeneuve d'Ascq needed. Peters now on 4 fouls, and there's still 3:43 left on the game clock. Second one is good. Knocked away. Baseline ball for Villeneuve d'Ascq, and Sopron are going to fight with everything they've got. They know the minutes on their home floor, they have to make them pay. They need to try and take a lead to that away leg in France next week. Any bit of a lead would be Much needed. Elio waits for the screen, doesn't use it. Peters now will drive inside. The pass is spilt. And I think it'll be a 3-second violation on Clark. Monroe hands it away. Burundi back to Brooks. What footwork again, but the shot doesn't go. Monroe does grab at the rebound. Brooks works hard down low. Monroe will go for mid-range. Another missed jumper. Zealous for three! Oh, Javonte Zealous, she is that type of player. Bring her the big games, bring her the big moments, and she will light things up. Zealous, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists and 2 steals. That is what leadership looks like. Timeout call by Coach Gaspar. Villeneuve Dask lead by 4 with 2 minutes and 34 to play.
Claro.
2 minutes and 34 seconds left in this first leg. Remember, it is an aggregate score 2-leg semi-final for EuroCup Women. So the winner of the game to a certain degree doesn't matter. It's that points difference. Both teams would love to take a lead into the second leg. Both teams, in a minimum, need to avoid a big deficit. Burundi for 3. That's short. Zealous with the rebound, and Sopron need to be careful now. They can't afford to become too loose in the final, well, 2 and a bit minutes of this game. Stolen away. Brooks once again reads the passing lane. Burundi won't take the 3. Reed fakes the 3 and will be called for the travel. Steph Reed frustrated. She could almost feel it though as soon as she picked that back foot up that she knew the whistle was about to come. Mario brings it up over the half, as always harassed by Pop. Zealous. Peters rattles home a 3, and Villeneuve Dask have taken the best moment of the game to step on the gas. A game-high 7-point lead now for the French team. Under 90 seconds to play. Burundi back out to Reed. Shot clock down to 3, heaves it up, almost gets it to go. And Villeneuve Dask will be more than happy to head back to their home hardwood with a 7-point lead. Zealous slowing them down. Trying to isolate now on Yelena Brooks. Step back 3 ball on the wing, it's off left. Rebound pulled down by Pop. Reed to Pop. Sidestep 3, that's shallow. Rebound pulled down by Foposi. A little over 30 seconds left on the game clock. As I say, Villeneuve d'Ascq, they'll be happy with a 7-point lead. Sopron have got to try and eat into it if they can. Can't afford to foul though. I think an offensive foul is going to be called or a travel. Coach Gaspar will call a timeout, trying to make the most of the final 21.1 seconds. He'll probably still look to take the final shot, doesn't want to give Villeneuve d'Ascq another opportunity. He'll be drawing up this final play, hoping to cut that deficit and give themselves the best chance in France next Thursday. .1 seconds left on this first leg game clock, and what a game we've had. Are you not entertained by this EuroCup Women's semi-final? I think that's even more exciting. We've got another 40 minutes of this next Thursday. Already counting down the days to that one. Reed now. Sopron will look for the last shot. They won't go quick, they won't go early unless it's a wide open opportunity. Reed will take it herself, glides inside, gets the score. Timeout's going to be called by Coach Bezat. And now it'll be Villeneuve d'Ascq. They will try to make the most of the last 10 minutes and 8 seconds. Sorry, 10 seconds and 10.8 seconds. Five-point lead for Villeneuve d'Ascq. They're going to look to try and extend that in these final few seconds. .8 seconds left. Zealous to inbound off the baseline. She's going to run the baseline to get it in. Does so to Carla Lake. She almost loses it. Now she'll get some space to operate. Glides in for two off the glass. Back out to a 7-point lead. Reed now looking to get it away. Won't get the score. And Villeneuve d'Ascq will see this as halfway to the final. Job done on the road for the French team. For Coach Gaspar and his team, they're frustrated. They will head into the second leg with a big ask. Villeneuve d'Ascq hold a 7-point lead at the end of the first leg. Final score, Sopron 66, Villeneuve d'Ascq 73. The second leg will take place in a week's time in France. Make sure you book out that Thursday, a couple of hours to see who will make their way through. Another 40 minutes of roller coaster basketball ahead of us. Thank you so much for joining me I hope you've enjoyed our game this evening. Final score, Sopron 66, Villeneuve 73.